it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He was taken down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled at
last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. You. Back to 60. Back to 60.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 20.
It's saying they pay me.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Alshon Jeffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score.
Jake Elliott.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
He's not going to get me. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
What we got? 57 to Mike.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second and 3. And this is going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
15-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now left side on the swing pass. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brings up 4th down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. This is Jones. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trick. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to keep it here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Drop this underneath for Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They run the counter. Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 2. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon.
18. Here we go. Let's 50 seconds, right? Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Jackson now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Eagles 34, Panthers 20. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mike, 57. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You better be afraid of me.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
27-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and...
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones. with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Panthers 26.
First down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Good. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Shreds the tackle, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds right around the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football, has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They run the counter. It's Jones, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.